Hello. So I'm Elisavet Papageorgiou. I'm from Intercult in Stockholm. I'm here together with Ivona Price, our CEO. Intercult is we like to say, a cultural hub in Stockholm. This is us. This is our team. We are working with international and local projects, cultural projects. We initiate international collaborations, and we put it also in local context. This is our specialty, let's say. We want to support artists. Our goal is to support artists and also make culture a driving force to raise awareness on social issues. We are working with different subjects. It depends on the time. We're working with climate change, sustainability, gender, equality, digital tools in performing arts. It depends, and it's changing constantly. In this project, our main focus is the drinking water in Stockholm. Right now, we have the Lake Mälaren that has the drinking water that 2 million people are drinking in Stockholm, and by 2040, it's going to be 3 million people that are dependent in this water. The main issue is that the water is affected with climate change because of flooding, brownification, but also the danger of contaminating the lake with salt water from the Baltic Sea. There is this floodgate in the area of focus that I'm showing right now, which is Startgården in Slussen. It's a big area in the city center. Construction works are everywhere right now for many, many years. This is the main floodgate of the lake to the Baltic Sea, and the story is that scientists expecting around 100 years, the water of the Baltic Sea goes up and passes the floodgate, so it will contaminate eventually the salt water of Stockholm. And this is what we are focusing on. The area is very big. It's a big construction area. There are many buildings with a big cultural heritage and many stories. The specific place that I'm showing here, it was a terminal that right now it's transferred to a cultural center. There are many, many city development projects, plans in the area that will happen the next years. Here you can see the floodgate, and it's the new place that has already, some finished plans are already in place there. This year, the place has opened for the public, but there's still a lot of work to do. So starting with, because I'm going to focus more about our artists and our local labs. The first local lab, obviously, it was in the summer of 2024. And the artists are Ongoing Realities and Tina Eskilsson. We had many planned activities for them. Among others, we visited the place with the specialist that you can see here, Stefano Gilardi. Stefano, I'm not sure. No, Vilardi, sorry. He's a cultural heritage specialist, and he showed the area and the stories behind its building. The artists also visited cultural places in the area, and then we had we had a round table with scientists and climate specialists and representatives of the city, and we visit an exhibition that is in the area, which is showing in, as you see in the big model, the plans and how is the area is going to be developed in the future. Trying to reach as many people as possible. We had this presentation of the artworks. Tina Eskilsson here that you see, actually it's not a full screen because I have written their names, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We, in collaboration with Kulturfestivalen, which is a big cultural festival in Stockholm happening once a year that attracts more than 2 million people in total, we presented the artworks of the artists of the first local lab. Here you can see Tina Eskilsson. She's a visual artist. She's been working more than 30 years with water, and she creates these really interesting drops, water drops from latex. She filled in the drops with water from Lake Mälaren, and she wanted to create this effect that you will see in the left picture, that you can see the city from the other side. And those drops were sometimes unexpectedly bursting. Now it's not very unexpected, but it's just to show, because we were filming, but it was never exploding. Just to show the fragility of the environment and how the city can change with the climate change. It attracted a lot of people. It was also a selfie point for many people in the area. And that actually created discussions. People were asking what it is about, and then they shared their stories and how they see water in Stockholm. So it was really interesting to see them all there and make all these big discussions. Here it's me on the other side. And also my children, were really excited to play with the drops. And the interesting point, that's why I put it, it's because the left picture is taken from my daughter, and the children were basically seeing the clouds, which was also very fun for them. The next artist, it's such a pity that it's not a full screen, but anyway. They're ongoing realities. It's an artistic duo. They're performers working with digital tools and dancers. So what they do, they did a satirical performance of the future of Stockholm. You can see here the Anna, which is, she wore clothes that kind of reminded of a future Paris Hilton, being independent and wearing clothes out of waste. Dancing with her own little boat that you see there, and drinking water from her own bottle that has the only water in Stockholm. It was actually, again, in the Slussen area during the Culture Festival. People were passing by. It was really interesting that they were stopping and watching them. It was a spontaneous, let's say, public performance. Our next, for the next local residency, we have Maria Entrero Vital. She's a circus artist and researcher. She will be working with semaphores and how the semaphores can be used in communicating the challenges that we have. She's currently arranging some workshops in Stockholm with other artists, but also students from the university, to create something like the one that you see, a flag. And she's planning to make a performance again in public space. Even she's now thinking about even making a flash mob with a flag that they will create to wave and dance about the change that is happening, and pass the message with her art. The next one that we have is Ludmila Kristesheva. She's a Belarusian living in Stockholm for many years. She's an activist and a visual artist and UX designer that works a lot with people. She's such a people person. And she has already had some workshops at the lake. She's working with a company which is called, I don't remember. No, I don't, I'm sorry. What this company is doing is, Oceans to People. Yes, I remember. They are working with the lake, and they have divers that collect waste from the city. So what she's going to create is a conceptual fish soup from what we are going to eat in the future, based on all the waste that they're collecting from the lake. And she will create a video about that, a small documentary. She's also working with children from the area and making some apple pies as desserts of the fish soup. So this is it for us. Thank you so much.